Hello, gamers. Back to Spelunky. In case you're wondering, yes, I still have the thing on my hands. On my hand, just one of them. Although I could get another one. You know, I could be playing Spelunky with 2 splints. Wow. Can I beat Spelunky with... No, I can't even beat Spelunky regularly. I wonder what kind of Spelunky challenge runs there are out there, though. I feel like this game would be a good challenge run game. Like, there's a lot of ideas that you could do. Challenge runs are fun. I like them. Not that I would ever really participate in one, because... I don't know. The idea doesn't seem all that fun to play. But it's definitely they make for fun and engaging videos to watch. Well, I mean, I'm not saying they aren't fun to do. I'm just saying that they don't seem fun to me. I don't know. The idea of limiting myself. What is this? Like, a bunch of boxes stacked on top of each other. Never seen that before. I don't know. What would be a game I could do a challenge run of? I don't even know. I'm not, like, particularly spectacular at any games. So I don't know. Well, what even would be a fun idea that I could do? I don't know. Shoot! I shouldn't have bought the paste. We're probably going to find a big spider here in like 2 seconds. I don't know, like playing Xenoblade Chronicles X without using Overdrive. That's basically just how I played it regularly. But that could be a fun challenge. I don't know. I mean, maybe, right? I don't know. I don't know if that'd actually be interesting, though. And again, like I said, I'm probably not even going to do it. So if you want to use that idea, go right ahead. You know, be my guest. Like I said, I'm probably not going to do it. I feel like every single Pikmin challenge run you could possibly think of has probably been done by now. I don't know how I survived that. I really don't know how I survived that. And I mean, just because a challenge run's been done doesn't mean you can't do it either. You know, you can do whatever the heck you want. You don't have to be the first to do anything. That was really risky. I leaped before I looked, and I shouldn't have done that. But it all worked out. Okay, the objective here is just get the freak out of here as fast as possible. Remember when people used to say freak a lot? I remember that. Everyone will always say, like, they'd always say, what the freak? Or they would just use freak instead of fuck. Which, I don't know, I always thought was kind of funny. Yeah, we're not gonna push it any further. We're just leaving. Oh. For some reason, it always irritated me saying freak. I don't know, like frick. Frick to me makes sense for some reason, but freak, no. I kind of just put myself in a bad situation. This shouldn't anger anybody. Okay. See, dang, I like overcorrected. Maybe Frick pissed people off too, you know? Maybe people also don't like Frick, and maybe I'm also this one of the stupid ones. Damn it, see, I don't like this. I don't like the tiki traps. It's a little weird grammar things out there. What's a pet peeve of mine that I don't like? I don't know. Oh, this isn't good. Dude, this is like spawned from the depths of hell itself, this layout. Holy cow. Oh, another dark stage? Okay. Our odds here aren't looking too great, fellas. This I'm just gonna bomb it. Guys, I'm scared. Jeez Louise. Holy cow. Oh my glob. Wait. Oh, I'm on one heart. I gotta be careful. The dark monkey vines, dude, that's insane. So many of these like impassable traps too. It's awful. If I'm not careful, it's also gonna put out my torch, I think. Yeah, get out of here, jerk. The damsel's in with the piranha. Shit. Okay, that doesn't really help me because the piranha's still there. Okay, well. Gosh, dilly darn it. I hate the dark sages, dude. I spit on them. Okay. This layout seems kinder, so we're gonna take it. Okay. Get out of here. Well, that wasn't so bad, I guess. Okay, we're gonna try and get in there. Oh, I didn't even have to do that. I didn't realize the cobweb was there. Okay. We're gonna beat this game one of these days. I promise you. Maybe. I have considered the possibility of what if we just never beat the game. And honestly, I think that's kind of funny. I think it's actually really funny if we just never beat the game. So, you know, I'm not even mad if that never happens. So you know what's going to happen in like 12 years? Someone's going to post on Twitter. Twitter won't exist in 12 years. It probably won't even exist in like 2. Someone's going to post on the new social media side of the week. It's like, hey, this fool has been playing Spelunky for 12 years and hasn't even made it to the 4th level yet. What an asshole. Everyone go laugh at them. And I'll rake in the views. I'll rake in the babes. Shit. I'll become a Splunkillionaire. I'll get all the babes and they'll say, please marry us. And I'll say no. I already have a beautiful committed relationship to the mines. And then I'll walk away dramatically into the mines. And it'll be really cool. Now that would go hard as like a story idea though. If you want to use that idea, I mean you can if you want, but maybe I'm gonna use it because it sounds really funny. It's probably already been done though. I don't know. Not like the plot of the Minecraft movie. I haven't watched the Minecraft movie, but I really want to watch it. I think it looks really interesting. Yeah, you heard me right. I thought the Minecraft movie looked interesting. Sue me. I don't know if it's gonna be good necessarily, but you know, I don't know. I see value in things that people don't typically see value in. I don't know. I'm very lenient. I'm kind of uncritical to a fault, I guess you could say. I don't know. It's just like there's a lot of things where I look at and I'm like, you know, people say this is bad, but I don't think it's so bad. Like I like to see the potential in things. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that, oh, this thing is good. You know, because that's like a whole meme in and of itself, right? It's like, oh yeah, this is the potential game. It's like, yeah, ooh, the potential, but it never is good, right? I'm not gonna tell you that it's good. But I do like the potential in things. I like to see where things, you know, what people were going for with stories. And so to me personally, the execution doesn't always matter as much as the intent. Because I can usually, I like to see like what they were going for, and I'm like, yeah, I like this. That doesn't mean I can't be critical of things, but I like to be on the positive side of things. That's just my outlook on life. I like to be very positive about stuff like that. I try to. Funnily enough, when it comes to something I really like, then I get more critical of it. Because I'm like, yeah, I know, I don't know. I'm going to criticize the hell out of this thing because I love it. Okay, some point. Assassin's Creed. Well, I don't know about that. Assassin's Creed might be a little bit of a different example because I don't like the new stuff. But I'm like, oh, I like the old stuff. I don't know. I guess I can't really think of too many aspects about original Assassin's Creed that I'm not like a huge fan of. Oh, I see the thing. It's right here. Jeez Louise, okay. But like, I don't know, Xenoblade, I guess. I can tear some of those games a new one in certain aspects. Doesn't mean I don't like them. Or like, take a look at Pikmin, for example. Fuck! Ah, I thought I was fast enough. I was not fast enough, actually. Anyway, I can... I guess I wouldn't tear a Pikmin game apart, necessarily, but I can nitpick the hell out of Pikmin games. Let me tell you, dude. I will... I mean, I just think it's fun, quite frankly. I will... I can sit there and I talk to myself, like, that's how I get to myself to freaking work. I think about all sorts of weird topics, and that's how I come up with a lot of topics for these Let's Plays. I just am at work and I'm, like, thinking about something, and I'm like, yeah, this is an interesting discussion. Let me literally discuss this with myself, like some kind of sociopath talking to myself, but I don't know. I think it's fun. I like it, and I mean, I can deconstruct a Pikmin game all day, man. That's like one series that I'm like particularly like, and the reason I'm so like into Pikmin to that point is because I played them a million times. Like something, I think I could probably go in more in depth about things about Pikmin than even Xenoblade, which like on my scaling, I would say, yeah, obviously Xenoblade I prefer over Pikmin as a whole. But I mean, like I said, last time in the Spelunky videos, I mean, I can't really compare Pikmin and Xenoblade. They're two completely different things. But overall, I like Xenoblade more than Pikmin. But I play Pikmin more than I play Xenoblade. Like, I replay those games front to back more than I play Xenoblade. So, it's like, I know them more intimately. I can really, like, nitpick every little detail about a Pikmin game. Or like a Halo game, for instance. And maybe not so much a Xenoblade game. Because I don't really play those front to back. I usually just, like, roam around and have fun in the open world after I beat the game. Especially with X. But with Pikmin, like I said, I will go up and down and all around those games. And I could tell you, I could tell you a million things, and maybe that's a discussion for a future video. Although I feel like that'd be just a better fit for, like, an actual Pikmin video. Maybe like a Pikmin Let's Play. Or maybe I just do like some kind of like my thoughts on Pikmin video or something like that. I don't know, but either way, you know, it's I like I said, the point is that I could freaking go crazy, and I have, in fact. I have talked about a lot of incredibly niche and nitpicky things about Pikmin with friends. Jeez Louise, what is happening here? There's like a million things everywhere. Wow. I could go freaking crazy with the Pikmin talk. I get super granular and in depth. It's just, it's fun. I like it. I like nitpicking Pikmin because I love it so much. I actively enjoy, I don't know, deconstructing. It probably is not the right word. But I enjoy just like, I mean, I guess that it would be deconstructing, right? I don't know. I actually don't know the specific dictionary definition of that word, but I really enjoyed like breaking things down and figuring out like what I like about certain aspects and what I don't like about others. Wait. Oh, that already went off. Okay. I don't know, man. It's just fun. It's fun, like, figuring out what things I like about the things I like and what I don't like. And that's, you know, I've been thinking about this too recently, like, on the topic of, like, remakes, which I know is a topic we were not on, actually, but I've been playing Tsukihime, as I've talked about, like, every freaking episode for the past week or two. I've been playing that game, and that game has a remake. So I don't know, it's got me thinking about like remakes a lot and stuff. Cause you have remakes. Like I don't like paper. This sucks. This sucks. I don't like this. Oh my gosh, what is happening down there? Okay. All right, we somehow survived that. Anyway. Dude. Okay, just do anything. And there's the damsel, but I don't know that I want to risk the damsel there. Damn it! Froge! I don't think I'm gonna mess with that. We've lost enough today. Yeah, remakes are kind of weird because... But I do think the thing I will say about remakes is that... Like, I will tear apart a remake. Or like, remasters, or... Oh, shit. Dude, really? Like, any of those kinds of, like, things. I can tear them apart. Or I can praise them, and I can be like, oh, you know what? I actually really freaking like these changes. But then other people look at those same changes, and, you know, they won't like it at all. And I think that's kind of the beauty of that kind of thing. Is despite how, like, you know, despite how controversial they can be, right? One aspect about them that I think is interesting is that in experiencing them... Shit. Okay. We've been getting some hellish layouts, I'm not gonna lie. In experiencing a remake... It can help you, I guess, identify what you did like about the original, right? Damn you, frog, you asshole piece of frog shit. It's like, I don't know, I feel like there are just some things where it's like, I can look at, and it's like, you know, I wouldn't bat an eye about this aspect of something. I'm not even gonna bother with the wasps. And... But then you don't notice until it's gone, and then you're like, oh. You know, now I kind of miss this aspect of this thing. Or it's changed. And it's cool because you can really get to see what people really are passionate about. Because people will come up, talk about remakes, and they'll talk about, like, the stupidest things, or at least to an outsider's perspective. And it's like, well, why does this matter? Well, it's because every single little detail contributes... I didn't know you could drop that. I hate you. I hate the cheeky traps. Every little aspect of something, even no matter how trivial, contributes to the overall experience. And even when one little aspect is gone, if you like something well enough, if a single little thing is out of place, you'll notice. And I just think that's beautiful. And I think that despite what you may feel about remakes or remasters or whatever, that is an aspect about them that I think can bring out some joy, is that in experiencing them, you can get a good sense of, like, what you did like about the original, at least. If that makes any sense whatsoever. Immediately died. That's great. We're just leaving. So I think that is a cool thing about remakes. But I will say, though, I do wish remakes... I don't know. It's such a weird thing, because you can't really, at least in my opinion, I can't really talk about remakes just as an object. I'm going to die here, aren't I? I panicked. I was so dumb. We're going to go for another one, just because I panicked. I know it's already 24 minutes, but... Anyway, I can't really define remakes, because it's like, you really have to look at everything, every single case, like case by case. I can't really be like, yes, this is what all remakes should do, and this is what all remakes shouldn't do. I have to, like, look at them case by case. Because, like, you have some remakes, like, maybe a very rare remake, right? Like Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. Pretty much entirely just, like, a huge improvement on the original Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. There are still aspects of the Thousand Year Door of the original that I think are maybe done better, or aspects that are lost. But overall, I would say like the remake is just an objectively, not objectively. I don't like the word objective, but the remake is like a huge improvement in a lot of regards. It's kind of hard to argue. And I could still argue. I could still argue about aspects that I liked better in the original. Mostly visually, because I know a lot of people complain about like the frame rate and everything, and the new guard timings and stuff. That's never something that I was super into. Like if you put a ton of time in the original, definitely. But for me, well, I guess think about it this way too. As someone who's not like, I mean, I love Thousand Year Door, but I'm not like a huge Thousand Year Door nut. Like I don't replay the game dozens of times over and over. I would like to. I have played the new one a couple times, but anyway. Think about it this way though. If you're trying to recommend something, it's like I would recommend you play the new game. I think there is value in playing Thousand Year Door, the original. But overall, I just think like if I'm to recommend the game to somebody, it's like I don't see any reason why I wouldn't recommend the new one. And it's a shame that they don't have the original on NSO. That would be nice. Just to have it there would be cool. But even if it was there, I think I would still just recommend you play the new one. Right? Like, I think it's a cool experience. Like, I think there's definitely still value in experiencing the original Thousand Year Door, for sure. But overall, just like, if I were to recommend it to a layman, using that word right? I don't know. Like, I would say, yeah, just play the new one. I don't see, why are there 3 of them? Well, hell, why not? I've never seen this before. I've never seen 3 of them in one shot. So, yeah, that's fun. Yeah, well, like, why not just play the new one? I don't know. But then, like, it's kind of like a straight replacement. Even if it really shouldn't be, I think it does serve at least that well enough. But then you have something like Final Fantasy VII Remake, which is one of those remakes which is like where it changes things drastically. And it's like, that's definitely not a remake, like, at all. No, that's like a completely new, separate thing altogether. And I would definitely not recommend playing Remake before the original. Like, at all. And thankfully, Final Fantasy VII is readily available, like, on modern hardware. So if I would ever recommend Final Fantasy VII, I would definitely say, like, yeah, play the original first, then play Remake. And that would be true even if 7 wasn't available. Like, I would just, yeah, like, play the original. It's really good. And the new one is, like, kind of its own thing. So, I don't know. And it just comes this weird conversation about like remakes and like what should a remake do? You have all these remakes that advertise themselves as remakes, but they're really not remakes. They're like a new thing. But then you have something like the Tsukihime remake, right? Which, like, is a significant change. It significantly changes the story from what I hear. Like, it's not just like they altered scenes. Like, they changed, like, everything, basically. Maybe not everything, but they changed stuff drastically to make it a completely different story. And that sucks because the original game is not available. Like, it serves essentially as a replacement now, which kind of sucks because, you know, that it's a whole new thing. Like, I don't see why you would play a new thing. Why not play the original first? Then you can get the new story. But we kind of got cut off on our conversation a little short there, because we died because of some stupid stuff that certainly wasn't my fault. I would never be at fault for anything, I don't think. One day we might have to return to the remake conversation though, because that's a really in-depth discussion. That's like too complicated to go over in just like 10 minutes of Spelunky, I think. But I don't know. I think it's a really fascinating conversation, and it's one you can pretty much endlessly debate too, because that's like, again, there's like so many remakes and remasters too. I didn't even touch upon remasters. But there's just so much nuance, and you kind of really have to take everything case by case. And I don't know, it's really fun. And it's fun to look at things that I like Halo, for instance, Combat Evolved Anniversary. And that game has having a straight up remake coming out too. So as a remaster and now a remake. And boy, there's sure are a lot of changes in that remake too, especially the remaster, the Anniversary. And I just think that's honestly really fun. Like, and at the same time too, I'm not as mad about Halo Anniversary or indeed the new upcoming remake as much, because you can still technically play the original Halo graphics. MCC Halo Combat Evolved kind of isn't the greatest port ever, but they did a lot to fix it. They did a lot of good on that. But you can still essentially play the original Halo Combat Evolved. So I'm not really as mad about Anniversary or the remake. And in fact, I think it'll at least make an interesting new take on it. You know, like I think Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary is an interesting take on the... did I forget to upload the Halo Let's Play this week? Well, shit. Okay, anyway. We've been standing here on the menu for long enough. Like I said, maybe in a future episode I'll come back to this conversation. Or maybe I won't, because it's such a broad topic. Maybe I could just do like I don't know. I always say maybe I'll just do like a solo video, like a video discussing this, but I never do. But it would make for an interesting discussion, I think. But not really. Maybe with friends. But I'm so bad at like discussing things off the cuff with people. That's a huge problem I have. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, it's 30 minutes into the Spelunky video. And we're listening to this freaking jazzy, awesome music, which I don't even know if you can hear, actually. But I'll see you next time. Everyone go play. For my recommendation of the day, go do something. Go, I don't know. Go do something. Go do the very first thing that pops into your head. Do that. I'm not responsible for whatever that thing is, though. That's totally on you if you go through with that. So don't sue me. Don't use this in a court case. Okay, bye.